Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome to this playthrough of Iron Lung, a recently released horror game from David Simonski, creator of Dusk, in which we are attempting to pilot a tiny submarine through a blood ocean on a barren moon. And this is in a universe where one day all of the habitable planets and, everyone on them vanished, leaving behind only the people who were in space stations, spaceships, etc., artificial habitations, who are trying to make sense of the universe they've been left with. So we're going to need to essentially try to navigate this submarine using just the tools attached to it. It's that kind of game. But it's pretty short, so this should just be one video to play through it. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture, as opposed to a loud rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons, lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict, tasked with exploring this anomaly, in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. Except we're not even really given a goal for success.
Beginning your descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by.
So yeah, pretty much the whole game is played inside the Iron Lung, just managing its systems.
For sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing port hole shielding.
Alright, I don't think I can move yet.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so reflecting and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
Alright. Here we go. So we just need to basically control this submarine and navigate it using its various mechanisms. So I think we have a shitty camera we can use to look outside. O2 is still good. We can go forward, backward, left, and right. Okay, so I think this is a picture of what's directly in front of us. So this is really all we have to see the outside world, is this grainy camera. 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of Moon AT5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean's surface has several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at specified points of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub-controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Okay, so here's our map, and I guess we have to use the coordinates to figure out where we're starting at. But these are all points of interest, and the game is pretty much just to go to all of these and not die, and not explode our submarine. Okay, so what are our coordinates? 182 by 116. So 182, 116. So yeah, we're just about here. So we just need to go forward and then take a right. Let's see. The wall is at about 220, so we should be all right. But where is this wall here? This is about like 180. So we should be able to turn. Get to about a 90-degree angle. Because we don't want any drift. And let's see what the outside looks like. Alright. We have another squiggly thing. I also don't know which one is the front of the sub, if it's this side or this side. I assume this is taking a picture from the front, and this is probably the front because that's where the porthole used to be. I imagine there's a possibility that this porthole will break open if something bad happens. Okay, so now we need to move to... Do we even have control of A? Isn't that our depth, basically? Or is that angle? Sorry, so we're going to 322. Apparently I'm getting a proximity alarm, so I'm not where I thought I was. We do appear to be about to collide with possibly a wall, possibly just this branch thing. .195 by 188. So, let's see, 195. Yeah, I guess we need to hang right a little bit more. This way. Proximity alarm is getting more urgent. There we go. Obstacle successfully navigated. So yeah, it's definitely not a game for people who need, like, constant visual stimuli going on, you know? The whole part of this is we don't really know what's out there. We have very little to work with. Okay, well, there's something off to our right. I think that's what we just avoided, but... we shouldn't hit it at this angle. We should be skimming along the wall, actually. Still, I'm gonna turn a little bit away from it, just so we don't end up clipping something. God, there's so many of these branch things down here. Alright. I'm also hearing a sound. Okay, where are we looking at? 186, 322, so we're going the right way. When we hit about 300, I think I want to turn to the right a little bit more. It's definitely a sound out there. I mean, I guess, you know, if something were to attack our sub, there's fuck all we could do. Okay. It's worth knowing that there is a fire extinguisher here. This is not an expedition, it's an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return, and even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom awaits for you? A few dying ships and a sea of dead stars? If there's still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. Now, is this from us, or is this somebody else they sent, and then they just retrieved the iron lung? That is an interesting idea, though, of the illusory stars, because, you know, if the stars were to wink out, most of them would still be visible for a long time before 1,000-year-old light finally ran out and reached your eyeballs. Okay, so now we want to hang a right. This should actually be perfect. Still just more of this shit. bone kelp. Okay. We're at about the point we want to be. I kind of wish there was a wheel for doing this, rather than just buttons. I don't know. Just turning wheels is fun. 322, 186. Yeah, we're almost there. Nope, actually I passed it. Hold on. Back up. Alright. Let's see what we can see. Not a fucking thing. I wonder if you have to be exactly where it is. And also, can I even change my depth? Doesn't seem like I have any dials or anything that would control that. Unless I just have to turn my camera, I guess, to that angle. Alright, well, what is the... 33. I'm hoping it's not, like, super precise. Like, you have to be at exactly this point. Because then you have to do this. Okay. That probably is what we need to get a photo of. Checked off. Okay. Now we have to figure out how to not smash into the wall to get out of here. I mean, I think 0 is basically north in this case. So we want to go up to about 240-ish and then take a right. Or I guess we could just go forward a little bit. And then start heading diagonally. So we're looking for 378 by 263. Proximity alarm. Just more of this stuff. Those do look like faces, but I'm pretty sure that's just the static. Okay, now I'm getting 2 proximity alarms. I'm gonna turn a little bit. I mean, we're basically like a D-class being sent into some kind of alternate world. In fact, I'm pretty sure there is at least one SCP in which D-class are sent into a submarine to an alternate horrible world full of blood. Okay, 378 by 263. We're almost there. Oh, no, wait. I want to rotate this way and back up a little bit. And then I want to go this way. Just about there. 378 by 263, and we need 50 degrees. So I'm guessing the first few of these things, not much is gonna happen, and then shit's gonna start getting hostile. That's, yeah, just some more branches. Bones or whatever they are. Okay. So now we want to go about this way diagonally, so... I'll just kind of go this way. Nothing. I'm really hoping we can catch the source of those sounds out there. There's another game kind of like this that I'd like to do a first impressions on, where you're on a spaceship orbiting a planet, and you're sending drones down to the surface to basically loot valuable relics, while the radiation is slowly leaking into your ship and killing you. And then maybe sometimes aliens will hitchhike back to your ship on the drone. Very insistent that there was something behind me, even though I should be, like, kind of in the middle here. So, 259 by 406. Which means we're gonna wanna back up a bit. Okay, we can't back up. We're gonna have to head this way for a bit. Nope, this way. I mean, we're in kind of a thin tunnel area, so not sure how great of an idea it is to just accelerate backwards. Okay, we're at 364, which puts us here. Yeah, 364, so we're kind of around here, which is not where we should be. I'm just gonna keep accelerating towards, oh shit, I had them backwards. I was trying to get the 400X. Okay, we need to go forward again. But I think there's something directly in front of us. Check the map, or check the outside. Yeah, just abyss ahead, which is a good thing when we want to go forward.
Oxygen notification.
Oh. Okay. I think we're on a bit of a time limit then. Before the stupid thing runs out of oxygen. Yeah, something on my left and it's making soft, squishy sounds. So we want 259. I don't think we can go that way. 371 by 400. 371, yeah. So I think we need to go kind of this way. Okay, so we cleared that ridge. So, there's definitely something in front of us. Or slightly to our left. Just looks like more branches. Okay, we want, what, like 270? To go straight to the left? What's making that sound? Okay. Okay, 300. We need 259. Something is very close on our right. It's a wall. That's what's very close on our right. There's also in front of us, which doesn't make sense, because there's nothing in front of us here. I mean, shit, I guess we'll go this way. I think it was just the tree we were gonna hit. I'm calling them trees, I have no idea what they actually are. Okay, so what are we looking for? 259, we're almost there. Hold on, back up. It sounds like something walking around out there, like something large. It's just more fucking branches. Well, now we want to head south. Back to 400. Actually, a little bit just so our X isn't going down. Oh, that's too much. Okay, we're at 400. Maybe 406. Back up a little bit. 406, 259, 296. Is that a giant worm burrowing through the substrate? Or is it just some kind of weird bony loops? Like some kind of big vertebrae? Okay, getting out of here is going to be a pain in the ass. But we're just going to kind of go back the way we came. Flip around. Blast it. I'm kind of hoping the oxygen is actually just tied to your progression and not a time limit. Like, it would make sense if it was a time limit, but considering this is all about trying to navigate, it takes time. Yeah, that looks like a... There's just fucking proximity alarms in every direction. 309, 407, 309, 407. Yeah, we're like here, so we should be able to go forward. He said. Moments before death. Okay, I'm hoping it checkpointed us after we got the third one. It didn't. God damn it. $347, $224. $347, $224. I mean, we're close to the second one, but still, that's a pain in the ass. That other one is so hard to get to. Okay, so you really can't ignore the proximity alarms. It's not like you take damage, it's like you fucking explode. Pretty instantly. 378, 263. It's okay, I think we can blast through this, the ones we've already gotten. $63, and angle is 50. I mean, as you start to do this, you get a feel for, you know, how long you have to hold down the button before it picks up speed, so it can go faster. Okay, that one's done. I don't know how I ended up taking the right branch instead of the left one last time. I feel like I didn't go hard enough to the left. Because I want to go up through here and then circle down, but we ended up like going up here and then tried to go back. I think we're on the right track this time to get there much quicker.
Oxygen notification.
Yeah, so that was about the same place. I think it's just proximity to this one. 259, 406. I think we're actually going about just the right angle to get there. Okay, it's getting more insistent. I won't go that way. There is 259, so now we just go straight ahead. It definitely sounds like footsteps out there. And 296, which is this way. You know, despite my fascination with the ocean, I don't know that I'd ever want to descend into the deep ocean trenches in a single-man submarine. I feel like that might just be beyond what I am looking to do with the ocean, you know? Because again, the biggest threat is the pressure. And all of the things that could potentially cause that pressure to kill you, like a small bump against a small rock. Because if the integrity of your submarine's hull is at all marred, suddenly it's not equally distributing the pressure, and that tiny bump or dent is gonna implode. Okay, hopefully I don't get stuck into whatever spot I hit last time, where I was, like, wedging myself into a corner between three things. Okay, I'm gonna kind of just go this way until we hit a forward wall, like that. And then I'm gonna go south. And hopefully not hit anything. Okay. Now we're coming up this way, so we want to go more to the right. There's also another game like this specifically about controlling a submersible vehicle that you have no idea how to control called Not a Crawl, but I think that's more of a puzzle of controls. Like, there will be all kinds of stuff instead of just our simple control system here that even a prisoner could figure out. So we want to get through this gap, which is at 325, or it's at 400 by 325. So I feel like we need to head way south to get to that. That's becoming more insistent even though we're facing away from it. Let's head down to 325 if we can. I'm really hoping it checkpoints us when we get down there, though. Uh, 400, 325. We're at 399. So we have to go a long way straight. Status check. Nothing ahead. 325. Now we gotta go straight to the right. And we should hopefully shoot right through that gap. Because we should be about here. Shoot through here, then we can bing bang. We got one little one over here. How the fuck do we get over here, though? You see how it's completely disconnected? There must be a tunnel, like, right here. Because I assume the rest of this is interference. Yeah, we just blast forward to about 560. First off, I want to take a quick snap of this gap. See if there's anything in here. Nope. All clear ahead, Captain. That doesn't look right. Should I do something about that? None of the valves appear to be doing anything. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, it saved again. So it doesn't seem like it saves after every single one of these, it's just kind of when you hit certain areas. Okay, well at least we're in a big cavern now. Or a big open area of the trench where we can just go forward. Hmm. 560. Okay, we still have to go a little bit further. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to take too long to get around. But I can see why impatient people... Oh, Jesus. Yep. I think something just swam past us because it was there and then now it's not. And we weren't moving. 560? Yeah. 560 by 277. Are we sure this thing can even ascend anymore? 560 by 277, angle 43. What I was going to say is I can see why people who are impatient wouldn't enjoy the beginning of this game because it is pretty slow start, kind of methodic. I'm not into... I mean, that looks like some kind of giant anglerfish, but I'm not entirely sure how useful these photos would be for discovering resources. You're like, yeah, it looks like there is indeed a rock down there and a weird curved bone. Okay, so we should be able to just blast ahead at the right angle and go straight to the next one, which is 613, 197. Also a little concerning, though, when you see that saving progress. It's like, okay, are they about to try and kill me? $197, 55. That's definitely a skeleton. Yep. And those are definitely teeth, though they don't look sharp. Those look like flat, kind of mammalian teeth. Or at least, I guess not mammalian, but molars is the word I was thinking of. Okay, so from here, actually we can probably just go up this way. The hole we're angling for is pretty small. It's 755, I'm gonna say. 755 by 272. This one's gonna be a little tricky to get out of. What did they say, 252? Oh, 272. Yep, should be a tight squeeze on both sides. I really hope I don't hit this branch thing. Okay, fine. I'll go down a little bit, game. Last thing I want is to graze a wall and explode because of that. But we are going to have to start heading northeast to fit through the gap. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Having those things just pop up is not very helpful for navigating. Okay, I think we're actually through. We're at 800. Puts us like here. So yeah, it looks like we're more or less through. We're trying to get to 864 by 258. I mean, this leaking pipe does not seem to be of much concern, apparently, because nothing's gone wrong since it happened. 258, angle 209. Okay, well, we're in position, so just gonna take our picture and then back out. 209. I'm really not sure what I'm looking at. It looks like a wall with kelp growing out of it. You know, there's like kelp on the top. There's the wall. There's some more of that branching stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna want to kind of go hard this way. Go around that lip. crap. We're at 846 by 275. 275. And 846. So yeah, we're like here-ish, which means we need to go up a bit more. We should be able to skim around this wall. I don't want to accelerate full speed into the other wall, though. And then start going this way. Because we want to find the west wall. But I think we're in the squeeze right now. Still can't fix that. Okay, so 732 by 269. 7... I think we're out. Which means we need to blast straight ahead and then go north. But there is an object in front of us. I guess when we get the proximity alarm, we'll... That was not an object. We want to head up at about 575. Oh, actually, I guess we're already there. I don't see any walls, but that grainy camera really doesn't give us much in terms of distance. Okay, we're at 579. Yeah, that should get us through. Straighten out a bit. Okay, I think we're clear. So 623 by 520. Oh, shit. Still didn't catch it. But that sounded like it was coming from our side, so we wouldn't have seen it anyway unless we turned towards it. $623, we're almost there. Alright, well, I guess we gotta turn a bit. Back it up. 623 by 520. I was trying to get to 525. Okay, 520. What's our angle? 63? 63, right? Yep. That is another very large skeleton. Alright. So I guess now we have to about face. I wasn't sure what was going to happen after we got the first set. I also like that occasionally blood will drip down from the ceiling. Probably not a good thing in a submarine to ever see water like that, but you also do get condensation. I mean, it's pretty much a straight shot. Straighten out a little bit, I guess. 270. We're getting some ominous music now. Three 360-ish is where we're gonna need to turn and see if there's a wall there. Because there very well could just be a solid wall, in which case I don't know how to progress. Status report. Still looks clear. I wonder if I can rapidly try to rotate the sub the next time our little friend shows up on the radar. Try to get a picture before it gets away.
Oxygen notification.
Even if we could ascend, how do we contact them to tell them to let us ascend? I mean, I don't know if we're attached to something that'll reel us in. Okay, we're coming up on the lower wall, so this is the veil, I guess, that we need to go beyond. So our map ends at about 550. So at about 540, I think we want to take a picture and make sure we're not going to fucking slam into a wall. I'm not sure why I thought I'd be able to tell if there was a wall in front of us or not. Because you have to be like right up against it for it to be clear. Oh, I'm just going to blast it and hope our proximity sensors save us if there is indeed not a way through. Okay, skimming close on that side. So we are squeezing through here. Yeah, it kind of looks like walls. Could be trees, I don't know. Very unclear. Okay, I think we're through. So this one's gonna be rough because it's like a shitty little tunnel going down there. So we need to get to... Let's see... I guess we need to get to... Wait, is this... No. We need 250 by 650. Okay, 650. It's like, what is that sound? And why is it so bright in here? No worries, it's just our submarine catching on fire, the worst possible thing that can happen in a submarine. Aside from, I guess, imploding, but it is one of the things that all submariners fear, is a fire in the submarine. Because you're basically trapped in a tube full of oxygen, with nowhere to go, and nowhere for the smoke to go. What did I say, 250? I think 250. It's still a very chill kind of horror atmosphere game. Like, there's clearly things out there, and we're probably in a hostile place, but it's not constantly hostile. I'm not even sure why our ship caught on fire, aside from it's a ramshackle scrap bucket they threw together out of old rusty materials. Hold on, we still got a little bit of fire. I missed a spot. There's something in front of us. I'm gonna try to see what this is in front of us. It's just a thing. Alright, good to know. So again, this is a tight squeeze. So we're gonna need to kind of just go slow here. Until our southern proximity alarm goes away, and then we're gonna need to turn hard. Gonna ignore the talking rocks, or whatever they were. Stalagmites of the damned. What are we looking for? 180 by 576. Is that a creature? Right in the center? Okay, well, whatever was in front of us is gone now. I think we went around it. We seem to be surrounding ourselves with whatever this thing is we're hearing. The sub appears to be kind of warping and vibrating. Okay, I think the thing we're about to impact is the thing we need to take a picture of. Okay, and our angle should be 184. I'm prepared to see some shit, I guess. that is definitely some kind of horrible, anomalous star-looking thing. And now we have to get the fuck out of here. Well, that jarring impact seems to have shut up the damn walls. But it looks like we're nearing the end of our journey. And have still not really discovered anything potentially useful for the dregs of civilization that remain. Saving progress. 300. Does that put us out of here yet? 300 by 668. 660. Yeah, I think we're out. $325, $741. $325. I kind of expected there to be more obstacles than just the walls themselves, like, you know, moving hazards we'd have to get past. But the camera doesn't seem particularly essential for navigating. Considering most of the time what you see is nothing. Need to, like, back up just a little bit. I wonder if Mission Command even thinks it's weird that we're hearing sounds like that, considering this is a barren world. That also looks like eye, mouth, things splaying out from the mouth. Turn just a little bit. That made it worse. It looks even closer now. Alright. Just gonna back up. At full speed. Can I see that thing from here? Okay. It's a little less scary from back here. It looks less like it's coming right at the camera. Okay, we reverse, and then our next goal is 500 by 700. Let's see if we can get over to 500 first, because we're only down to the 300s. But this is our last one. I'm kind of surprised that worse stuff hasn't happened to us yet. Sure, the sub is falling apart and we're about to run out of oxygen, but other than that, it's been a pretty peaceful journey. Make sure I calculated that right. Oh, I said calculated. 700, 500. Yep, that looks like it lines up. We're probably going to get a proximity alarm and have to go down a little bit. guess we know what's been following us. Anyway. Stick to the plan. I don't know, would you consider that a jump scare? Just a photo of the thing? I think that's it following us on the top. Okay, we can blast straight through.
Oxygen notification.
Alright, our time limit is running out. We need to hang this way. Shit. We're looking for 675 by 828. Well, I hope something important is at this last one, because otherwise we're pretty fucked. I can still read my blood note. Okay, we should be skimming. Well, I don't like our angle there. I think we're gonna bump whatever this is, so let's go up a little bit more. Yeah, look, there's just more trees, in air quotes, ahead of us. Gotta go around them. The blood is rising, however. That is somewhat concerning. Okay, 675, 828. Surprised that this is still working with all the blood. $675, $828, $295. Well, whatever it is, it better be good. We never got to see what it was. But yeah, I expected something like that to happen at some point. The thing that's been pursuing us decides that it's done playing around and consumes us. The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse, its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. No, sometimes I think there is just no hope. Reminds me of that one Junji Ito story, Ramina, that, spoilers, ends with a very non-hopeful kind of setting for the survivors. They are left in seemingly a very hopeless situation, but yet for some reason they act very hopeful about surviving when everyone else was wiped out. I'd recommend that story, though. It's pretty good, like, end of the world from a cosmic entity kind of stuff. You know, it's not like, oh, the old gods are rising, but we did this thing and we stopped it. It's like, no, there is this unstoppable entity and you just can't do anything about it. You just have to survive as long as you can as the world dies. Anyway, that was Iron Lung. It was okay, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we just needed a little bit more from the environment, because I feel like the setting, you know, the kind of setup about the dying universe really didn't explain why there was just a big fish in this ocean of blood. And why there was a bunch of skeletons. And does this blood have anything to do with all of the planets that disappeared? You know, did the humans get juiced and start turning into oceans of blood that were appearing on these planets? Who knows? It's there to leave you with questions, but I thought it was a neat experience, you know. A short game like this doesn't really overstay its welcome. It had a kind of unique mechanic, though it does make me kind of curious about those other games where you bumble around and try to control a machine from the inside. I think there's also an airship game like that. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the slow burn, and I'll probably see you with a lot more games like this in the future, because I have quite a few of them stacked away. This one just happened to have recently come out, so I was like, yeah, I should cover that before it just becomes piled up in my backlog. Anyhow, you folks all take care.